What's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video today here on CodeNamePizza. Today is a pretty awesome day because I've got 5 brand new Easter eggs, the full tutorial and guide for every single one of those to show you guys in this video. Now if you want to see a specific Easter egg in general, there will be timestamps in the description and also inside of the comment section right now, so you guys can jump straight to the Easter egg that you guys want to see. Now before we get into this, let me talk about how these Easter eggs got discovered. So unfortunately they have been leaked. There was a Treyarch employee that played the game at Treyarch and did this multiple times a day and helped test these Easter eggs. This employee then got fired by Treyarch and he decided to go on Reddit and leak all of the steps. So it's super unfortunate that we're not going to have the ability to hunt for these Easter eggs ourselves, but now that they are out in the open, I thought, you know what, let me make a video telling you guys exactly what to do to get these rewards inside of the games and finish these Easter eggs. So if you are excited about this video and you want to see these Easter eggs, make sure you absolutely smash a like on this video right now. We're going to be aiming for 2,115 likes, and if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button to become the latest member of the Pizza Club. And also let me know inside of the comment section right now how you feel about these Easter eggs being leaked. Do you think that it's terrible, or do you think that it's okay and you don't mind it? But without further ado, let's jump into our 5 brand new Easter eggs that we have inside of Black Ops 4 Zombies. So the first one that I'm going to show you guys today is how to get Pack-a-Punch in all 4 locations on Voyage of Despair. That's right, you guys know that when you activate Pack-a-Punch by activating the artifact and interacting with all the Pack-a-Punch locations, you will then have one Pack-a-Punch in the map at one of those 4 locations for the entire game, and it will switch per round, meaning that you never really know where the Pack-a-Punch is going to be unless you look on the altar and then go and find it. But with this Easter egg, we now get to have that Pack-a-Punch location in every single one of those 4 locations. Now to do this, you will need a Kraken out of the mystery box, or you can do the Kraken Easter egg to get that free Kraken, and then you need to Pack-a-Punch it and also put an element on that Kraken. It can be any element you want just by killing an elemental zombie and picking up that piece, building the elemental Kraken kit, and then placing it into that kit for 6,000 points, and finally getting the elemental Kraken. So when you finally do have an elemental Kraken, make your way into the engine room. Once inside the engine room, you'll notice that there will be these pistons or engines which are rotating constantly. And your job right now is to shoot these while they are rotating. You need to try and shoot the bottom area of the rotation, and then you'll get an activation sound. Now, I don't know in different games do you have more activations, but inside of my game, I had to do this to 4 of the pistons to get this to finish completely. So you'll know you've done it correctly after you got that indication noise, and there's then smoke coming out of the pistons. Keep on doing every single one until finally you will get an even louder indication noise. At this point, make your way up the stairs and check the top area of all of the things that you guys just shot. You'll now notice that there is lights inside of the map that are blinking on those. Now these lights correspond to a valve that is located in the lower area where you were just shooting the pistons. So there's 3 valves, 3 lights. If the light on the right hand side is flashing, that means you need to go down the stairs and turn the valve on the right. If the one on the middle is flashing, make your way down and move the one in the middle. It's as simple as that. And once you turn all valves corresponding to all the lights, you can then make your way into the turbine room where you'll have this switch on the wall, and once you activate that switch, the Pack-a-Punch will spawn into that room that you are in and every single location around the map, and this will last forever. All the Pack-a-Punch locations will be now active for the rest of your game, and that is the all Pack-a-Punch Easter egg on Voyage of Despair. The next Easter egg that we're going to be jumping over to is going to be on the map 9, and this is to get a free perk. It's really simple. So when you do get into a game of 9, there's going to be 3 Viking pieces that you need to find around the map. The first one is at the bottom of the Ra Temple. As soon as you go through the door, you'll see it on the ground right here, and this is going to be the mug. The next one that you guys can find is inside of the crypt area, and it's going to be inside of this crypt right here where you can find the sword. And after the sword, you can go and make your way over to the Odin Temple, where you'll also find a golden helmet right near this doorway right here. And once you've got all of those pieces, make your way up to the highest area inside of the Odin Tower, where you can now place all these pieces onto the boat. One at the front of the boat in the mouth, one on the head of the skeleton, and finally one on the body of the skeleton. After you've done that, you'll get an indication noise that you have done this correctly. Now at this point, you will need to make sure that you have got Wraith Fires inside of your invent. So if you don't have the Wraith Fire grenades, you won't be able to do this Easter egg, unfortunately. But if you do have Wraith Fires, go make your way over to the trap inside of the Zeus Tower. When you are there, line up your crosshairs exactly where I do right now and throw a Wraith grenade. When that Wraith grenade flies over the Zeus Tower into the Odin Tower, it will finally land on the boat, setting the boat alight, and the boat will then permanently stay lit. At this this point, you need to flip around 7 rounds, and at the start of that 7th round, you will notice that there is now a brand new drop that we've never seen before next to the boat. And this is going to be the Viking drop. Just make your way into that drop and you will get a free perk that you guys can see on the left-hand side of your HUD. And there you go, that is the free perk Viking Easter egg on the map 9 in Black Ops 4 Zombies. The next Easter egg that we are going to be looking at is the Homunculus Easter egg. Now, this is a really cool Easter egg and mainly a storyline Easter egg. You don't really get much reward from this except from a little bit of storyline backstory. So all you've got to do is load up Void of Despair and activate the artifact on the end of the ship. Once you've done that, make your way over to the box where you now need to get a sniper rifle. As soon as you've got that sniper rifle, make your way down to this area right here next to one of the box locations and look through this far window on the right hand side. You'll see one of the homunculus on top of this iceberg through your sniper scope. Now, this is the Easter egg, but there's one extra thing to do with this Easter egg. You can see the homunculus, but you can also see some symbols moving around next to that little dude. And this is basically what's known as a flag cipher. And this flag cipher has already been figured out, and it says you have questions of your family's history you may not like where the answers lead. But there you go, that is the homunculus Easter egg on Void of Despair. Very, very cool short Easter egg for you guys right there. But let's move on to our 4th brand new Easter egg inside of Black Ops 4, which is going to be the Change the Specialist on Void of Despair Easter egg. So if you guys load up a Void of Despair game and you have accidentally put the wrong specialist on, this is the Easter egg for you. You can now change any specialist as many times as you want inside of the game and play with all different specialists that you want. So I totally advise you guys to make sure you've got the Scepter of Ra on for this. And then once you've done that, there'll be 3 locations around the map where you need to go and find pieces of music paper. The first one is going to be located inside of the cafeteria next to this trolley right here on the table. There's going to be one that's inside of the promenade starboard deck, which is going to be next to this rotating doorway right here. And there's also one on the promenade port deck, which is going to be on this bench. Now, each piece of paper is different, and you can only pick up one piece of paper at a time until you go and drop it in the location that you need to drop it in. The places that you need to drop it in is going to be on pianos. Now, there's 3 pianos that you can interact with, one at the top of the grand staircase, one inside the dining hall, and one just outside of the dining hall next to the staircase. Now, the piece of paper that has got the writing on the top of it, I place this next to the staircase next to the dining room. The piece of paper that's got the little line on the end indicating the end of the music, I placed inside of the dining hall. And then finally, the piece of paper that's just a normal piece of paper with music on, I placed that at the top of the grand staircase on that piano. After you've got all of those in place, make sure your mystery box is on the grand staircase, and then go and melee all of those pianos using your specialist weapon. Like I said before, make sure you have the Scepter of Ra, and also use Stamina Up as well. It will help out a lot. After you've meleeed every single one of those pianos with your Scepter of Ra, go down and melee the mystery box, and it will begin a fire sale. After this fire sale ends, flip the round and do the exact same thing that you just did to the pianos with the Scepter of Ra. Once you melee that mystery box for the final time, you won't get an indication, but you'll notice that the mystery box is now only 10 points. And every time you flip the box while it says 10 points, it will give you a different specialist weapon. It's a really, really cool Easter egg, and that is the Change the Specialist weapon on Void of Despair. Now let's move on to our 5th and final Easter egg inside of this video, which is going to be a brand new Easter egg that is on the map Classified. And this is going to be the Samantha Max's Crooked House Easter egg. And this is by far the most simplest one that you guys can go and do. So load up a game of Classified and turn on the power and make your way inside of the morgue area. And then just sit in this corner right here next to the red storage unit. Sit there for around 2 to 3 minutes or flip some rounds, and then Samantha Max's will start reading out a poem to you. And that is the Samantha Max's Crooked House Easter egg. I'm going to play you guys the Samantha Max's Crooked House game sound Easter egg in just a second, but that has been all of the 5 brand new Easter eggs that have been leaked by the old Treyarch tester that is now inside of Black Ops 4 Zombies. Let me know which one of these Easter eggs is your absolute favorite, and once again, make sure you let me know what you think about this guy leaking all this information. Is this terrible? Is this good? What do you think? Let me know. And here you go, the game sound for the Samantha Max's Crooked House Easter egg, and I'll see you in the next video or the next live stream. Thank you for watching, and peace out.
Done right? Do it yourself! Richtofen probably would have poisoned me!
Walked a crooked mile. She found crooked sixpence upon a crooked